All right. I don't know how that's gone. I've sort of started it a bit prematurely, but basically, I bought a new laptop a few weeks back. This absolute beast, and I've been recording videos, doing everything absolutely fine, and then for some reason, like overnight last night, the audio just decided to stop working, and now whenever I plug my microphone into it, it cuts out the audio. I think I need to like install some new drivers or something into it, but it's just not working. So yeah, I woke up expecting, I've had everything set up. Can't even get my words out. Had everything set up, ready to stream, and then it just decided to completely fail on me. So yeah, that was good fun. So I'm back on my old laptop. I'm hoping the sound and everything is just as it should be, just as it was before. And yeah, we're ready to crack on with the deadline stream, I suppose. I'm gonna just tweet out that we're live. I don't have a thumbnail or anything. Good morning, Daniel. So yeah, hopefully we can get that laptop sorted. I've literally skipped everything. I usually have a bit of breakfast before my stream, but we skipped all that. I'll be live, I think, until about 9 a.m. We'll go live for an hour and a half or so. And yeah, 90-minute deadline stream. How's everyone doing? Daniel, good to see you. Laura, good to see you too. Apologies, my morning's been a little bit stressful with all that going on. I won't lie. So my wildcard is active. Let's have a look. Get that zoomed in. If I go on transfer screen, there you go. You guys should be able to see my wildcard if I do this. There we go. I've had to get rid of the transitions because one of my reasons for getting rid of this laptop was that it's not powerful enough to really stream properly. So you'll have to put up with the fade transitions, I'm afraid. But yeah, that's how we are on my wildcard at the moment. Yeah. Oh, Mark, plan to activate Assistant Manager Game Week 31 to 33. I am about 480k rank and not sure whether to risk Glasner or go with the safer route. So, I've got something for you here. Here you go. Here are the Assistant Manager projections for Game Week 31. Obviously, it costs a transfer to change your Assistant Manager, but this week it's got Graham Potter and Thomas Frank and Ruben Amorim as the top three. So I think Graham Potter, Bournemouth I don't think have won a game since like game week 23. So there's been almost 10 game weeks where they haven't got a win now. So that's something to bear in mind, I think, and something that's probably propping up his expected points. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like rating on the stream. We're only live for an hour and a half today, but I reckon we can get to 150 likes. Sonny and Larson as a punt. I'm not sure I'd go pick Son or Strand Larson, mate, for me. Should you start Alanga or Sarr? Who have Forest got? Let's have a quick look, see if they're on the predictions. No, neither of them are on the top projected scorers. That's good. Funnily enough, though, he's well and above anyone else. It's interesting, that, isn't it? Who Forest? Forest got Villa away. I think I'd start Sarr. Reluctantly, though. It's really tough. I say reluctantly, you know what I mean? It's really tough. Alanga or Sarr? That is really tough. I reckon you get a coin out and flip it, mate. Good morning, crew Ploppy. Harry, good to see you. Sorry I'm a little bit late starting. I've had a bit of a technology nightmare this morning. My laptop decided to reject my microphone. So I can go for this rigmarole again. I bought a new laptop, put a nice sticker on it, look. And it's all been working fine. Like my last 10 videos have been made using it. Camera, microphone, all good. I left my microphone plugged in overnight. I turned it on, got everything set up, and then the audio just stopped. And I found out that now plugging in my microphone and camera crashes my audio. So I've no idea what's going on there. Do I think that Gordon will play? I'll be honest, mate, I have no idea. I'm kind of in two minds, basically, right? This wildcard draft does come with a few risks. And the closer we get to the deadline, the more uncertain I'm getting about the wildcard draft I've picked. So I've got Timber, Gordon, and Isak in there. all flagged, all potentially injured. I think you have to go for Isak, right? No question, you have to go for Isak. But Gordon and Timber are obviously risks. Timber subbed off. It was just a knock, but he was subbed off. Gordon, we don't know if he's going to be back. But my mindset for picking Timber and Gordon is I just don't want Jacob Murphy in my team. I really want to have Gordon in my team over Jacob Murphy, particularly when you look at the double in 32 and 33. So that's kind of my mindset behind it. And if you look at my team, I don't have to start Timber this week if I don't want to. It's a question of whether I start him or Guardiola. Probably going to go Guardiola. I can get Rodgers in for Gordon if Gordon doesn't play. So that's the way to go. Yeah. Tough, isn't it? Got a feeling the Arsenal players will let you down. Yeah, there's quite a bit of uncertainty about this team, isn't there? That I didn't quite clock it, to be honest. Seagull, it all depends if you're on your wildcard, mate, or not. I probably wouldn't sell, I don't know. We got an update on Cliver in Semenyo? Gunners Girl, good to see you. Have we got an update? There you go. That's the predicted points. I had to use free hit for Game Week 29. Do I prioritise doubles or minimise hits? I'm just going to tweet out the stream as well. I'll leave it on my team at the moment. I'm just going to tweet out that we're live. See if it'll share it. My wild card is active. We're back. Good to see you, Liam. It's been a little while since we've done a stream, hasn't it? It's good to see you, my friend. I'll certainly be at the game today, one of our biggest ones of the season. And if we win that, mate, Tuesday night is gargantuan, isn't it? Oh, sorry. The game on Tuesday is huge. Bro, I know all about FPL stinkers, mate. I've had stinkers all season. I'm completely with you there. Baked, I think, for me, mate, that the answer to that question, I don't know what's happened there. The answer to that question is very much individual and down to you. And the reason I say that is because you need to be able to work out with the amount of free transfers that you have. We'll go up there so you can see it all. With the amount of free transfers that you have, how many players you can pick from each team and then survive Game Week 34. That's like an individual thing for your team that you need to work out, if that makes sense. So you need to do the maths to work that out for yourself. You're probably right, Luke, and I may well end up going for Murphy and Saliba. Reluctantly, I might end up going for Murphy and Saliba. I just really want Anthony Gordon in my team, though. I don't want to be looking at Jacob Murphy in my team. I know, let's compare their numbers, try and back myself, or try and convince myself. So Gordon, 0.53 XGI per 90. .53. Murphy, 0.42. So he's not as good, is he? I don't think his minutes are as secure, as well. Son captain. Nah, Son's not been at it. Son this season has not been at it, in my opinion. Does have Southampton there, doesn't he? I just don't think he's been that good this season, mate. But I say that, he's still got 17 attacking returns. Interesting. By the way, if you haven't already, please leave a like rating on the stream. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you, Adam. I'm all good, my friend. I'm all good. Had a bit of a technology nightmare this morning, but I've switched back to my old laptop and we're back in the game now. I'm just going to move in my chair a little bit, if that's right. Ooh. Are we good? Is that good? We'll go straight. There we go. Good morning, Holly. It's good to see you back in the chat. Yeah, that's where I'm at, Daniel. It's just not as exciting. But given Isak is a bit of a risk, excuse me. Given Isak is a bit of a risk. Given Timber is a bit of a risk. Given the Arsenal assets are a bit of a risk. Because I think people are rightly saying, you know, they're gonna be all in on the Madrid game. Could I be screwed by some Arteta rotation? Possibly. So yeah, I suppose there is a bit of a risk on quite a lot of these players. And because of that, it's probably worth going for Murphy, isn't it? Probably is going for Murphy. I'm just going to have a look to see if we've got an update on Isak. I haven't seen any news. Yeah, he is, isn't he? And it allows me to get Saliba in as well. Yeah, I agree with Pentmaster. I agree. I wouldn't pick Rashford for that reason, because I do think he could be rotated quite a bit. How many minutes will Saka play versus Everton? Who knows, mate? I don't know. 60? What do you guys think? Do you think Saka starts? It's really hard to predict it, isn't it? I'll do a poll, Holly. In hindsight, I probably should have done it last week, but I didn't trust the fixtures. I wanted more information. No way Saka starts. That is interesting. Well, Wesley, the reason I've gone for, I'll show you, the reason I've gone for Wambus for Konza is because I want a bench boost in Gameweek 33. So I've picked this wildcard team with the full intention to bench boost in 33, right? And my thinking is, so I'll have, Konza, Rodgers, I'll have loads of options. And then I've got Areola in goal, who's got Southampton at home. So pretty much all of these players, bar my Palace assets, oh no, they double in 33 as well. So pretty much every single player in my team doubles in Game Week 33. And then I'll free hit in 34. So that's my mindset behind that. That's where we're at. So except Newcastle, yeah, you're right. They don't. But we can deal with that. They've also got a tough fixture against Villa, haven't they, to be fair? But I'll use my free transfers to deal with them. So yeah, funny you should say that. So I'll have 3 players on my bench that aren't doubling. That is true. That's a good point. All good, Holly. Are you asking me that because you're copying my team? That's my current squad. I'm not locked into it yet, though, by any stretch. Not locked into it yet. I'm looking at transferring out Newcastle players to Villa for my bench boost. Yeah, probably worth doing. Liverpool defender for bench boost 33, Van Dijk. Rank 500k, would advise on going Potter. So yeah, here we go. There's your assistant manager projected points, mate. At 8 a.m, so in 11 minutes time, I'll do the quiz and then maybe change my team around. And then once we've done the quiz, I'll do some team reviews, if that's all right. We'll do members first, and then I'll open it up to the public. If you give me some... Tell you what, if I get... Let's have a look how many we're on at the moment. If I get to 100 likes, I'll do 5 team reviews for non-members. How about that? Yeah, I'm really not sure, Holly. I think I could well be screwed by Arteta's rotation, to be honest. Sorry, Sean. Bowen or Bruno? I think you got to go Bruno. I'm playing assistant manager 31. Yeah, I showed you Gunner's skill. I showed you the expected points. I think I go Potter. Saka benching will save a lot of, yeah, but then he comes on and plays 10 minutes. Yeah. I think I need to go for Murphy, don't I? I think I need to go for Murphy and Saliba, as painful as it is. I'll probably bench Guardiola of that lot, rat dog. Minutes risk, rotation risk throughout wildcard 31. Yeah. But then everyone who wildcard in 30 doing the same, so. Thinking of Asensio, you know what, mate? I don't hate that. I think I might go for Asensio come game week 33 for whoever my... How much is he? For whoever my Newcastle midfielder is. How much is Asensio? Because he's in mega form, isn't he? And well, especially if Villa are out of the Champions League as well. He's doing well. Minutes are a bit crap in the Prem, but surely he's going to get good Prem minutes once... And even then, like I'm looking at Gordon, he's not exactly safe, is he? Sorry, I'm looking at Rodgers, and even his minutes probably not that safe for the amount of options that Villa have. As much as Unai loves him. I'm just going to grab my drink a sec. Also, apologies if you hear any rumbling. I was dealing with IT issues on my new laptop that meant I had to switch back to my old one to do the stream, and I haven't eaten breakfast as a result, so I'm quite hungry right now. No C in his name. Who's that? Yeah, Rodgers is a beast and barely had any benchings this season, but Villa are in the Champions League quarterfinals. And also, what was I going to say? I mean, I think it's pretty, in my mind, it's pretty clear that Asensio has played better than Rodgers since he joined Villa. And Asensio still hasn't started a Premier League game yet. Non-FPL, what are your thoughts on George Earthy? He scored some big goals for us in the game against Middlesbrough. Scored a brace there. But they were both tap-ins. So they weren't exactly the best goals. And just in general, I don't know, I've not been massively impressed by him, I must say. He's not lit the world up, I'll say that much. He's certainly not looked like a Premier League player in the Championship. I don't think I'd pick Foden, no. I don't trust him. I would, if you're in that position, Holly, I would drop Gordon to Murphy, definitely. What else could you do? And pick another goalkeeper that's not Raya. Put some Proteus, all right. We'll only be live for another hour or so it's no biggie. We'll finish up at 9 a.m. UK time. Start Eze or Murphy? Murphy. I think I'd start Murphy. Yeah, Saka he's an issue, isn't he? He's an issue. Sorry. Right, 6 minutes time, and we'll do the quiz. Should I go Eze over Sarr if I have the funds? So I think if they both have the same minutes, I think Eze is better. But I think Sarr is less injury prone than Eze. Eze's injury record over the last couple of seasons has not been great. So I just don't think I'd pick him. I despise Edison as a pick, mate. He's a terrible FPL goalkeeper. For me, John, I'll be doing it in 33. And if you're wildcarding this week, you should bench boost in 33. You can set it up to bench boost in 33. I sold Eze and Neto to Saka and Palmer. I definitely like the selling of Neto. Not sure I would have sold Eze with the double next week, though. Why did you do that? Why did you sell Eze? Stefan, I am not sure, mate. I am... a bit in between, I've got to say. FPL Tom was complimenting your saucy bicep. Is he watching my stream, is he? What a legend. Oh, I did, to be fair, I went to the gym with my mate Sam on Thursday, and I've not done... He made me do seated bicep. I don't really train my arms because I'm a swimmer. So like doing isolated arm exercise is just not really worth doing. And I did like seated bicep curls, and yeah, it was rough. I could barely straighten my arms afterwards because I don't really train them. Geo69, I won't go into too much detail about what happened to me in Florence, but 50% of the holiday was excellent. But I got a really, really bad bug, and I couldn't leave my hotel room for an entire day. And it got to the point where I was worried that I wouldn't be able to make it home because I was so ill. I won't go into detail because no one needs to hear it. But thankfully, I made it home. That was the main thing, that I wasn't too ill that I couldn't go home. But the hotel I was staying in didn't like have a reception or anything, so I couldn't leave my room. So I had to phone them to ask them to buy me some bread and some water and stuff because I couldn't actually physically leave the hotel. It was mental. But we're all good now. It's taken me probably 2 weeks to fully recover from that as well. I would say I went to the gym on Thursday and swam yesterday. And those were the 2 training that I've done where I feel normal again. So yeah, I took 3 days out in Florence to have a little break from everything, and it actually put me back because I got ill. But it is what it is, right? You know, we soldier on. Leicester, an easy fixture for Newcastle. At most, I say Gordon. Yeah. Yeah, I'm. The more I think about it, the more tempted I am to go for Murphy. You see what FPL Tom's up to then? Since he's actually no, I can't because I'm on my old laptop and it'll probably crash if I try and watch a live stream while streaming. You guys will just have to bear with. Ben, good to see you, man. I'm doing well, thank you. We had a bit of a nightmare with the new laptop this morning. Excuse me. So I'm on my old MacBook again, but it's done the job. Best assistant manager plays, mate. I got you covered. There you go. Those are the score points predictions. It's not up and firing, bro. It's here. Whenever I plug a mic, I don't know if anyone's an IT expert, but Windows Audio keeps cutting out on me whenever I plug in my microphone and camera. But I haven't got the next 3 weeks, mate. You'll have to work that one out. But I reckon it's Graham Potter, Eddie Howe, Glasner would be my picks. So yeah, it keeps cutting out whenever I plug in my camera and microphone. But it's been working ever since I bought it. So I don't really know what the problem is. Yeah, 146 votes. How many likes are we on? Because we were going to do some team reviews on 100 likes, weren't we? Yeah, I think I need to install the drivers again. I would agree, mate. Need to work that out. Need to work that out. It's mad though, because I didn't do anything. I just left it plugged in overnight and it broke. So yeah, we'll give that a go. Connor, we'll see on Gordon. I'm going to do the quiz. That'll change. That'll mean I'm not thinking about my team for a bit of time. And then I'll decide what I want to do with Gordon. All right then. Question number 1 of the quiz. We all love the quiz. Who was the top scoring player in Game Week 30? Who was the top scoring player last week in FPL? And while we do that, I'm going to look for an update on Anthony Gordon. So yeah, the update from Eddie Howe on yesterday at 9 a.m. was that Anthony Gordon did some. Hang on, I'll stop the quiz just to share this. Was that he is still recovering. He's done individual training, not group training. But Eddie Howe lies in press conferences, so don't really know. Go back to the quiz question. Who was the top scoring player in Game Week 30? Gordon Ramsay. Anyway, sorry, I was distracted then. The answer is Marco Asensio. Got 12 points. So well done, everyone that said Marco Asensio. Question number 2. I don't need to say anything there. Who is that? So I was distracted by tweets coming through from Formula One about how qualifying's going. And I won't spoil it for anyone, but I've spoiled it for myself. So yeah, I was hooked. Basically, I wanted to see if Liam Lawson out-qualified Yuki Tsunoda. That's what I wanted to look at. Few guesses. Few guesses in. The answer is Sandro Tonali. Well done, everyone that said Sandro Tonali. It is Sandro Tonali. Next question. Sorry, we were dealing with a couple bits on the side then. So, I'll show you my wildcard in a sec. The question now is, though, last week was obviously a very popular time for people to play their wildcards. How many wildcards in total were played last week? That is the question. How many wildcards were played in Game Week 30? To the nearest 10,000. If you can guess to the nearest 10,000, give you the right answer. It was up earlier. Don't cheat. Come on. Clive, I just don't. Personally, mate, I just don't see the point in picking Kivior. Especially if you've got Gabriel, because you can just go straight to Saliba. Martinez or Edison, neither, mate. I wouldn't pick either. Even though they've both got doubles in 33, I think they're both rubbish. I wouldn't pick either of them. I wouldn't pick either of them. $4 million wildcards. Wow. I wonder how many will play it this week. I thought you've already made your transfers, Insane Gamer. You told me about them earlier. Depends who you're taking out, I would say, as well, for the hit. The answer is 658,000. And Geo69 looks like he got that correct. To the nearest 10,000. Right, we'll move through. Who is that? Although it's so sus that you got that right. I don't know. Could it be cheating? One day Dan will be right with John Terry. One day he will be right. The poll is close. The answer? Oh no, it's not him. It's him. No, oh no, the image is wrong. No, the picture's wrong. It's Alanga. The answer is Alanga. This is Alanga. I don't have the image to reveal it, but it's Alanga. It's funny that it revealed Strand Larsen, wasn't it? I mean, it's obviously this guy. No, it's Alanga. Sorry. And the final question. How many goals were scored in Game Week 30? That's the final question. I think I'm going to buy Murphy, you know. I think I'm buying Murphy, guys. I think I'm doing it. And then I might move him to Asensio for Gameweek 33. And here's the answer. 20 goals. 20 goals in Gameweek 30. I'll go back to my team. Everyone asking questions about their team. Here's mine. I'm still really lost on what I should do. I'm really lost on what I should do with Gordon or Murphy. I definitely have Saka. Potentially trap map. Potentially. Good morning, Harry's Army. I hope you're doing well, mate. Lisa Marie, time for a juicy Arsenal attack double up. I tell you what, I did have a feeling about Marino. Is Havertz just gone for the season? Because if he is, Marino's going to keep playing there. But then you're picking Marino. I guess you could do worse than Mikel Marino, couldn't you? Yeah, Havertz out for the season. Good to see you, Pratik, mate. Timber going to play? I don't know, mate. That's why I'm thinking I should probably play it safe and go for Murphy and Saliba. Yeah, Mike Rob, I'm in the same. I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It just feels so boring. But you can't pick injury risk players, can you? I got 2 million in the bank here. It does allow me to potentially upgrade elsewhere, doesn't it? Can I though? Can I actually upgrade? I do prefer. That's another question as well. Who do people prefer out of Dan Burn and Livramento? I've got Dan Burn's just gone up in price, so if I change him for Livramento, I can't change it back. But Dan Burn, the reason I went for him is just because he plays 90 minutes every game. Whereas Livramento, he doesn't play 90 every game. And to be fair, his XGI is pretty poor anyway. I'm probably going to keep it on Burn with his set piece threat. Oh, God, I've been absolutely screwed on Saliba's price changing as well. Anywhere else I could upgrade? Burn as... I'm not too worried because I'd need Burn next week. I'm not too worried about the 8 yellows. Well, Gio, who'd you pick otherwise, you know? Canate, you should get Son. Nah. I can't afford him. I'm not picking Martinez in goal, mate. Timber didn't train yesterday, did he? Hang on. I'm going to move Twitter to another screen a sec. Timber. He just said, let's see how Ben and Urian are tomorrow. Did Timber not train then? Sorry, I'm just reading this article. Yeah, other news is saying Timber just had a knock and he should be okay. Gunner's Girl's got Livramento, we like that. I've no idea on Saka's minutes. Where did you find that out, Harry? You said they didn't train. What's your source, bro? I haven't seen that. Transfer plans before the big double. I think I'll probably just do Murphy to Asensio. And then maybe get... Well, I can't get Watkins. Probably just do Murphy to Asensio, to be honest. And then maybe do something with Dan Burn. But I'm not sure yet. Team News FPL. Interesting. Interesting. He has tweeted that, but I don't know. He's not in my trusted sources cohort, mate, at the moment. Should I use assistant manager if I have triple Newcastle and Palace? Yeah, why are the two impacting each other? JRE clips, we love to see that, man. I think I'd start Saliba. And I would start Munoz. Poll looks pretty 50-50, it does indeed. Yeah, got that, Holly. Bear with. There you go. There's your top projected scorers. Isak ahead. But can you captain a player that's flagged? Going for Rashford. Interesting. Is that true, Harry's Army? Did they say that Saka's playing? Because if they did, can't really... can't say they're a trustworthy source if they said that. Would you captain Son? It depends, mate. If your season has been an absolute disaster and you're looking to chase, then yes, I probably would. Oh, I'm really torn on the captaincy as well. Milenkovic versus... I'd go Milenkovic, mate. I'd go Milenkovic. He can actually keep clean sheets. I'm not sure, excuse me. I'm not sure you can trust Wan-Bissaka. You want me to reply? But I'm bench boosting in 33, mate. So there's my reply. I feel like it's between Salah. I think it's between Salah and Isak for me. It's just whether you back Isak to play or not. To be fair, I do have the nipple man in goal. I do have the nipple man in goal for the Gameweek 33 bench boost. What a crazy name, by the way. I haven't actually had to say his name on a video yet, but I think I'd laugh if I say it. The thing is, Holly, it's a question of does he come off the bench and get minutes and then ruin your week? I think there's a genuine scenario where Wilson starts because it's Leicester. It's a game where you could probably afford to rotate. Say he doesn't do anything, Newcastle chasing the game. For 20 minutes, he subs Isak on. Is 20 minutes of Isak against Leicester better than... I just don't know. I just don't know. I think I bench Sarr. That lot. Need to look at the clean sheet odds, don't I? Where are the clean sheet odds? Oh, I haven't done my score predictions. Do them in a sec. It's a question for me of starting Guardiola or Saliba. Good to see you, Paul, man. Good to be back. Good to see you back. Hope you're all well. We're just talking about captaining Isak or Salah, mate. I'm on Salah at the moment. Paul, absolutely, you're a member. That's something you get as a member. I will definitely look at your team. I'm just going to I'll put my score predictions on screen. How about that? Well, they got a double in 33, mate. That's why I'm on double Arsenal. Send us your FPL ID, Paul, and we'll get your team in. This is just for members, by the way. So if there are any other members in the chat who want their team reviewed, this is a benefit that you get. Yeah, I like it, Holly. I like that. We'll end the current poll. Pretty close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Hotel Calafiore. There you go. Man, it's a good team, bro. It's a good team. I would probably start Mateta over Sarr. And then that's it. Rest of the team is sound. I'd start Mateta over Sarr. Yeah, and the rest of the team is sound, mate. Do you think Mbumo is worth... No. I've sold him. Morning from Toronto. Awesome, man. No free hit left. What are you doing instead? Well, I'm free hitting. Got to go into monster trucks. Love to hear that, man. Gunners go all over it. We got you. Thank you, mate. You too, my friend. I hope I can fix my laptop after this stream. I need to get some food, but I will. I'm hoping I can fix my laptop. How many likes are we on? Let's have a quick check of that a sec before we do the team. Because after 100 likes, I'll do team reviews for non-members. We're on 79 at the moment. So if we get 100 likes, I'll do 5 team reviews for non-members. It's a good team as well, Gunners Girl. I would definitely start Mateta over Sarr, I think. I'd start Mateta. I'd probably start Guardiola over Konza. You don't need to do anything about Gabriel this week. I'd just leave it like that. We've got very similar teams then, by the looks of it. Very similar teams. Do you see what FPL review is saying for captaincy? I didn't have time for an ultimate guide video this week, so I couldn't check FPL review. So let's see what she's saying for captaincy. Detailed game week data 31. God, it doesn't even have Isak in the conversation because I'll just show it. He's not fit according to FPL review. So it's got Salah, Solanke, Palmer, and Mbumo, Eze. And then Isak is nowhere to be seen. I'm just going to put my team in here. See if we can find Isak. .7, same as Mateta. Interesting. I think that's minutes. That's calculated by minutes, isn't it? The detailed game week data. Where is Isak? There he is. Oh, and then you can adjust his minutes. So say he plays 90. 5.3. Yeah, so he goes up. Still thinks FPL review still thinks Salah is the best captain. That's not your team. 3752060. It is your team, apparently. I put my team into FPL review then, for what it's worth, just to check about Isak. But this is your team, isn't it? And just as a reminder, I'd start Mateta over Sarr, and I would start Guardiola over Konsa. That's all I do. Captain Salah. He was just talking about captaincy there. I think I'm going to make the chunk. Ladies and gents, it is done. It is done. I'm probably going to do that as well. The big question is, though, would you start Saliba or Guardiola this week? Would you start Saliba or Guardiola this week? Let's see what the expected points is saying. It's got him ahead. It's got Saliba ahead. Saliba it is then. Saliba it is then. You did what I did. Love that. I don't think Arsenal defence without Gabriel is... I don't think it's going to be impacted as much as you might think. I wouldn't captain Saka because I'd be worried about his minutes with... I'd be worried about his minutes with Real Madrid next week. Yeah, it is very template, this team, isn't it? I mean, you can't really pick anything else, can you? You can't really pick anything else. And I guess with this team, I have the flexibility to now pick Asensio for 33. Tom, I was in two minds about it. I went for Murphy. Gordon's going to bloody play and score a hat-trick now, isn't he? But I'm content with my decision. I'm confused, Gunners, go. I'm confused. Cheers, utility massage. I think so. It's very templatey. I've changed it. I had Timber and Gordon in there, but I just think the two of them are too big of a risk, really. You could also argue that Saka's a risk as well. So just with the amount of risk that was in that team, I think it was a bit too much. B-ball checkmate, I would bench Rodgers, I think. I think I'd bench Rodgers. Three more likes, and then I will do 3 team reviews for 5 team reviews for non-members. Sorry. So someone let me know when we get to 100 likes, and I'll do 5 team reviews for non-members. How about that? I think so, Gunners Girl. Clues in your name as well. I think he'll be the target of set pieces now as well. I think his goal threat's about to go up. All right, let's do some team reviews then. So the way this works, I'm using a tool called Draft Hound. In order to find your team, I have to search everyone knows, search your FPL ID. And we'll do it democratically. So everyone's spamming their IDs in, and I'm not going to pay any attention to it because I haven't put a message in yet. Stefan, you stop spamming, mate. I will review 5 FPL IDs after that message. I'm glad you got in. Right. Finished after Stefan. If you want to give me, if you want to do 150 likes, we can do 5 more after that. But we'll stick with that for now. We're finished now, so no more IDs need to go into the chat. Mama, maybe say Mama on stream then. Jesus, that's your team. I think I'd wildcard, mate. I'd wildcard onto something similar to what I've got. That's what I'd do. I don't really need to say much more. Just wildcard to something similar to what I've got, I reckon. Notion Vids, good to see you in the chat, my friend. You're not on your wildcard. You free hit a few weeks ago. Interesting. I would wildcard this team, bro. Something similar to what I've got. It'll only show your team as per the deadline last week. So I'd wildcard and pick a team similar to mine. Okay, this is more of a wildcardy team, isn't it? Yeah, I'd line up like that this week. I think that's a strong team. That was Abhinav. Oh no, we're actually finished at Thoslog. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. Hang on, my math's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're finished at Stefan. I did get it right. Thoslog. I don't know. 102447. James Garden, love it. I would play Mateta. Come on. Brilliant. Frozen. I'd do that, I think. I would also, actually, that's a lie, I'd probably do that too. Foden first bench. Captain Salah. It's up to you whether you want to play Konza or transfer Saliba in for Gabriel. I'd probably transfer Saliba in for Gabriel and start him over Konza. I'll probably do that because you need to do it eventually. 1280638. Hold my Palmer. Yeah, you're close to wildcarding, but you probably don't need to this week. If you want to, I probably would actually. I'd wildcard onto something like this, mate. There you go. Team review's done. Oh, yes, Notion Viz. I see your issue. No, I didn't miss yours, Max. I didn't miss yours. I was finished at Stefan, mate. Sorry, guys, we're done with the team reviews now. Best defender to buy to free up funds for assistant manager. Probably Milenkovic, mate. It's probably Milenkovic. It's probably Milenkovic, I'll be honest. I'm going to have a look at something, actually. I'm going to watch the great FPL Fran's cheat sheet video.
In the AI era,
we're going to show it on stream, and then I'm going to use that to decide if I've made the right decision on Gordon or Murphy. Bear with. Because we love the FPL Fran cheat sheet. Nice one, Liam. We love to hear that. Midfielders. There we are. Hope FPL Fran doesn't mind me doing this. I am plugging him because he is the GOAT. So comparing the two. Non-penalty, goals and XG, XA per 90. Murphy's better than Gordon. Goals and assists per 90, Murphy's better than Gordon. Okay. I think that kind of justifies my decision, doesn't it? There you go. Statistically, Murphy's better than Gordon. And Gordon's kind of only propped up by the fact he took a few penalties this season by the looks of it. Well, there we go. I've made the right decision. That makes me feel a lot better about myself. I wouldn't pick Postecoglou. I would always chase the table bonus with the assistant manager. I reckon Graham Potter is the best this week. No idea on Isak. I have absolutely no idea on Isak. And anyone that tells you they know exactly what's up with Isak is lying because there's no info yet. I don't even know if Eddie Howe knows yet if Isak's fit. I'm just checking to see if there's anything. Any news at all? No info. Got nothing, I'm afraid. I don't like Rashford. I think he's a bit too much of a risk, mate. Hal said it was very... Yeah, we'll see. The quiz has been and gone, John. Would you do Milenkovic to Konza and Mbumo to Foden? No. I don't think I would do that. Why pick Burn over... I trust his minutes more, Rick. And I think he's got more goal threat as well. I think he can get on the end of set pieces. They did, George, but you're risking. You're taking a risk with Isak because he's a bit of a doubt. He's got that groin issue. You're taking a bit of a risk with him, I reckon. Bench Eze or Savio. I actually really like Savinho. I'd say Eze. Reluctant. Yeah, don't. It's minutes, isn't it? If you want to pick the minutes, pick Eze. If you want to chase the upside, pick Savinho. That's the answer. That's the answer there. John, we've already done that, mate. I had 350 votes on a poll, and it was 46-54. 46 were, 54% not. We already did it. Do you think City can keep a clean sheet? Yes, but probably not as much as the other teams I've got there. And also, I think with Munoz, he's got just insane attacking threat. I play Milenkovic, Mora. I always say favour the attacker. I'd always favour the attacker. And by the way, we're up to... I'll show you my game week history. We had a few interesting weeks. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green arrows in a row. Is that 9 or 8? 8 or 9, I can't tell. And then sort of went backwards for a few weeks. 19k, 25k, 55k. We're back up after last week to 48k overall. I've lost some team value, haven't I? Look at that. Look at the state of that. So yeah, 48k overall we are at the moment. There's my team. Does that work? Hang on, we need to get the subs in, don't we? Come on. I'll bench boost in 33, mate. I'll bench boost in 33. If you hear Saka's, no, absolutely not. I just bench him. Thoughts on Timber? I like him. And if you absolutely have no choice but to pick him, I'd pick him. Otherwise, I'd pick Saliba. That's what I've done. Yeah, John, it's so annoying, isn't it? When you sell people on wildcard, you lose the value in them. I would get Sarr this week, I think. It's the long-term good pick, in my opinion. Marmoush captain. Not bad. I'm not massive on it. I think Man United do quite well against Man City. I do. I think they pull out a result. Or at least compete. Thoughts on Barnes? Absolutely not. I would not pick Harvey Barnes. I'd just go Murphy. I was sort of tempted to go for Gordon. He's kind of worth, I guess, considering. Excuse me. But Harvey Barnes just is an absolutely not. In my mind, absolutely not. Assistant manager now or bench boost in 33? I'd probably use it now and then bench boost in like 36. Oh yeah, we should get vice captainies out, shouldn't we? Worcester tomorrow. I would do it this week, I think, Notion Vids. With 3.4 million in my team, what would you do? Nothing. I wouldn't do anything. I don't think you can improve on this team. If you gave me unlimited money, I'm not sure I could spend it. I think Sarr's better than Eze. I think Murphy's better than Gordon. I wouldn't pick Trippier. I'd keep Burn. Maybe you could upgrade on Konsa. But who would you get in? You know? I don't know. Not sure you can improve on it. I think the chances of Palace doubling in 36 have been confirmed not to be the case, haven't they? Could they double again? That'd be mad, wouldn't it? Atom Music School, thank you, my friend. I just don't know, mate. No news at the moment. I'm not sure that is the case for Palace now. I'll check. You might be right. Oh, they do. They could double. Yeah, they've got a 42% chance of another double. 3 double game weeks for Palace. That'd be mad. Yeah, lots of transfers I think will be used for game week 36, mind. And then what do we do in 37? But that's You push that problem down the road, right? Yeah, you're probably right, Paul. I appreciate your advice. We'll do that. How about that? I don't like Jota. Yeah, absolutely, George. Just got to play the game, man. It's one of those weeks. It's a boring week, but it's what you got to do. Gunner's Girl's got loads of money. Wow. If you, you know, from your business that you told me about, if you want to shoot some cash your mate Tom's way, if your bank is big, feel free. Send me £1 million in a super chat. I'd appreciate that. Daniel, appreciate that, man. Thank you. I hope you have a good one as well, mate. Fair enough, Gio. Fair enough, mate. The exact same team. Wow, funny that. It's basically the only wildcard draft you can pick, isn't it? Concert to Canate. Yeah, maybe. I'm doing it with the mind that there's a double in 33, right? It's whether Newcastle Man City for Villa is better than single game week against Leicester for Liverpool. Because I'm bench boosting in 33, that's my decision there. I'm sure you're probably doing the same. Ooh, excuse me, it's because I haven't eaten breakfast. I would bench Rodgers of that lot, Notion Vids. Why don't you take Bowen? Because all of my midfielders double, and I think the fact that they double is better than Bowen on a single game week. Also, I could afford it. Yeah, let's stick Canate in. Oh, Nathaniel, thank you very much, mate. That's very kind of you. That's the final decision, isn't it? That's the final decision. Concert versus Canate. Concert with City and Newcastle versus Canate with Leicester. I'm searching Leicester, not Liverpool. Whoops. I think we already got to 100 likes, didn't we, Paul? I'm thinking of keeping hold of Concert just to save the cash for now. Also, there's a chance that Villa double again in 36 as well. Yours says 79. Mine said 100. Yeah, we're on 130, mate. All your mids don't double. Who doesn't double then? Oh, yeah, well, Murphy doesn't, but he's got a double, so they all do double. So what's your logic there, John? And also, I'm going to move from Murphy to Asensio as well. Oh, yeah, Salah doesn't double. What an idiot. My apologies, my friend. Yeah, you've got to pick Salah, though, haven't you? But yeah, you're absolutely right. My mistake. Who gets the membership? Gio. Oh, that's awesome. That is a very worthy gifting of a membership there. Cheers, Paul. I'm sure Gio will be grateful. There we are then. I think we're set. I think we are set. Well, Johan, just look at my team, and that should answer your questions. Good to see you, Lee, mate. I hope you're keeping well. Savino or Rogers? Rogers for me. I could go Savino, couldn't I? I could actually pick Savino. I need a defender and midfielder. What are your choices between, man? Bloody hell, we got 366 people in here. Crazy. Absolutely, James. That's my logic too. Yeah, exactly, Wesley. I think I'm going to stick with this team, and then if I bring in Asensio, I can bring in Asensio this week to next on the double in 33 to do the business. Is Marino worth a punt? Depends. Who could you pick instead? I would just pick Rogers, I think. Higgins Farms, I think I would pick Guardiola. Yeah, I don't mind it, Colin, but there's a chance that Villa have a double in 36 as well. So with that logic, I'm going Konsa. Lee's back. Nice one, Lee. Love that. You get membership. What's your question, Gio? I think Paul has gifted you 1 month as a member, hasn't he? Brentford are not decent defensively, mate. It depends, Evan. Best replacement for Gabriel, I think, is Saliba, to be honest. I registered too. Wait, you you bought a membership at the same time that Paul gifted you one? Seriously? That's insane. Well, hopefully YouTube refunds one of you, or one of you doesn't pay. I don't really know how to fix that. But if that actually happened, that's mad. That is mad. Thank you very much, mate. Of course, Lee, quick look at your team. Palmer hasn't scored. Oh, mate. I'm not even entertaining that. Just because Palmer hasn't scored against Brentford does not mean that Brentford are good defensively. Palmer scoring against the team is not the test of a good defence. What do you want to know, Lee? What do you want to know? Gabriel and Clivert replacement. I would pick Rogers, but you don't necessarily need to do that this week. And then I'd go Saliba in for Gabriel, mate. That's what I do. That's what I do. Rogers in for Clivert, Saliba in for Gabriel, but you don't necessarily need to do Rogers in for Clivert this week. I think my priority would be Saliba in for Gabriel, start him over Guardiola. That's what I'd do. Morning wins. We've got 8 minutes left on the stream, and then I must go get some food and try and fix my laptop. I think there must be some audio drivers or something that need installing. I've no idea. It was really frustrating this morning. Just couldn't get the audio to work. I've got to make a video this evening, so hopefully I can get that running. I don't like Marino, mate. Not for me. You might, but I don't rate him. I'd just rather go for Rogers or Asensio, I think. Yeah, it's fair on Gabriel. I think they'll be all right. Savino, yeah, you could go Savino as well. Jared, I would hold on to Palmer until the double, mate. If you're not on your wild card yet, I'd hold on to Palmer until your double. Sorry, Wins, we're just doing members team reviews at this point. What would you do with Foden? I think you got to stick by him, mate. Keep the faith at this point. Make a decision in 33. That's what I say. Marino and Share in for Gabriel and Cliver. 1 week punt, wildcard next week. No, don't do it. I would leave Gabriel and Cliver on your bench because you can roll the transfers after your wildcard now. AM give me a headache. I have triple Palace, triple Newcastle. Go for Graham Potter this week. I think they beat Bournemouth. Or get a draw. Not sure Saka starts for Everton. Sorry, I'm not showing my team. There's my team. Odegaard going under the radar. That's a good shout, actually, you know. No one's actually mentioned Odegaard yet. We're going to go back to Fran's cheat sheet and see where he ranks. Because we love FPL Fran. And I want people to check out his cheat sheet because it's really good. So we're going to check out Fran's cheat sheet. And we're gonna see. We're going to see where... Who was it? Odegaard ranks, that was it. Well, he's not even on the list. Let's have a look at his stats a sec. Because he has... It is fair to say that Odegaard is under the radar. I'm not even going to show you the video because he doesn't even appear on the list. So he's got 1 assist in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. 1 goal, 1 assist in 9 games. Not massively exciting. I'm going Salah, J-Rid, because I'm worried about Isak's minutes. Yeah, and also, I think Guardiola's going to be playing centre-back, and I don't know if FPL Review knows that. That makes sense. I don't think it's clocked that yet, that he'll probably be playing centre-back. Bowen or Murphy? Murphy, definitely. Murphy short-term, then you can move him to Bowen if you want. I think I'll go Murphy. You just need Murphy for 2 weeks. John, I wish you a good game week too. We're about to sign off. So, I'll still answer your FPL questions. Oh no, that's something to... There's a website, David, called Understat, where it's almost like AI generated for... I don't know if you've probably come across it, to be honest. I'm probably insulting your intelligence by talking about Understat. But you can type in that question to Understat, and it will work in a similar way to what ChatGPT does, and will combine stats to your question, if that makes sense. So have a look at that. Understat might be able to help you there. There's my score predictions. I was just going to say, because we're finishing up, Harshit, good to see you, man. It's not just goals that you want for a captain either. Salah is... How many assists has Salah got this season? Just something to think about. And Salah gets more points for a goal as well. So just bear that in mind. I was going to say you can ask me anything. Doesn't have to be FPL at this point. Yeah, I'd start Salah in that case, T. Rakes, I love that, mate. I would do Potter. Getty, I'm afraid we are literally just wrapping up, mate. But it's good to have you here. 3,000 viewers on the stream. That is just absolutely sensational. I'm very grateful. Thank you all so much. I've got to have some breakfast and attempt to fix my laptop now. So yeah, we'll go and do that. It's lucky I kept hold of my old one and didn't sell it, isn't it? FPL Tom, good to see you, man. I heard you were commenting on my my bicep, so I appreciate that, bro. I think Gio Potter is the best assistant manager this week, if you were to ask me. Bench 1, Murphy, Alanga, or Marmoush? Alanga. God, that feels bad to say. Pricked up midstream. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after that comment from FPL Tom, I think it's time to sign off. I need to. There we go. I've accidentally. I haven't accidentally. What am I trying to say? I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so I need to get some breakfast in, and I need to try and get the audio on my new laptop working. So, yeah. By the way, I'm matching that. I've got a t-shirt, Gratitude Skate Shop, my local. And then I've got a sticker as well. Right, I'm going to sign off now and have some scrambled egg on toast. See you later, everyone.